Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome to a special bonus episode of Let's Play Breath of Fire 2! Today, we're back a ways in the plot to recruit a very specific tenant that I used during the main LP, and I also wanted them to show off all the remaining tenants that can be put into houses 4, 5, and 6. Now, this particular tenant is tricky to get because he can only be recruited in the dream world after you finish the Melodia Queen dungeon, but before completing Memory Tower, because once you've done that, you won't be able to get back into the dream world and recruit the guy. But you can only recruit him if you've already filled up the 3 houses. So, like some of those tenants that I showed off in houses 1 and 2 that you couldn't get until way later in the game, you can never get those guys and Burrows in your town all at the same time. So yeah, I've used smoke to reduce the encounter rate so we can get to where we need to go as quickly as possible. Maybe it would have been a little quicker with Tapeta, but this is good enough. So once you go into the dream world of the Elder Tree or Great Tree or whatever he's called, you can find this guy in here if you've had the town expand already. And this guy is particularly important too, in addition to just being, well, one of the tenants. He's one of the most useful ones, in my opinion. And thank you for spelling judgment correctly. Okay, so once you've gotten into the dream world, you talk to that guy to recruit him. How he becomes solid or real or whatever, I don't know. But he does follow you back into the real world, into your town there. And as long as I'm demonstrating him, let's see. Well, let's recruit a couple other tenants in houses 5 and 6. Okay, let's see. I need to go to... Or not Township. I need to go to New Haven. Because there's a tenant that shows up there once you've gotten house number 5 available. And it's the one that I also recommend using during your own playthrough. Wish I could have gotten some of those items on this playthrough, but, well, there's some items that he can sell you. Sorry, I was expecting you to read my mind and know what I was talking about. Nah, but, yeah, this guy, well, he opens up a shop, so let's see. Hey, how's it going? Oh, yeah, that'd be us. Made a wrong turn at Albuquerque or something. So, yeah, just swim. You can make it. There's no enemies in the ocean or anything, for some reason. But alright, we got him. Let's see, the next guy that I want to get, who I also recommend, especially if you're recruiting Burrows, is someone who is at Windia. Although he's not one of the Winglies. But he's there anyway. Let's see, he's at the 2nd floor of the inn. This is the inn, right? Okay, good. I was concerned because I didn't see a sign on the front door that said inn on it. Hey, how's it going? What kind of passions? Don't answer that, viewers. Oh, sure. What is that? Fishmongery anyway? Or is that like a made-up word or something? You know, I'm going to look it up in the dictionary now, because if I don't, I'm going to get 100 comments about what that means. So, let's check it out. Well, I don't think fishmongery is a word, but fishmonger is. A British word, fish dealer. Okay, so I guess a fishmongery would be, well, the store of a fish dealer, I guess. Something like that. Okay, so now we filled out all the houses. So let's see. Let's go back to Township then. I just filled the first 3 houses with whatever was available. Well, the ones that I usually use just because I happen to have those memorized. But I did that off screen. So once you've gotten these 3 houses filled out, well, I guess I did it off screen, but it's the same thing as all the other ones. Once you filled up the 3 houses, you talk to the carpenter, you pay him 1,000 zenny to expand the town, go in and out 8 times, boom, you've got your town expansion. Hooray! And that's as far as you can expand the town. You can only get up to 6 houses in addition to the carpenter and the main house. Yeah, I kind of like how they have this set up with the whatever that thing is that carried us over here. But on the other hand, it is rather inconvenient not only to get all the way over to this side of town, but also just to get in the houses themselves. I mean, holy cow. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is buy a whole bunch of crappies. There we go. I got more than enough money for that, though I'm saving that up for later. Okay, so once you got a whole bunch of those, well, you know what? As long as we're here, let's check out house number 5. So yeah, we got this guy here. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, he sells some pretty good accessories that I used during the main LP. And let's see, turbocharges. Set your condition stat to, I think it's 225 or something like that. Makes it real easy for you to get critical hits and stuff. So that's pretty nice. And we got ginsengs well, not who, but they give you the attack up status, like the might spell or the Ares shields that you get if you bought them. Okay, so we got Burrows here. So yeah, let's talk to the guy. How's it going? Oh, action points, that's what AP stands for. Or like the MP of the game. So now the thing is that what Burrows does is he can teach you some spells, but the requirements are pretty weird from what you can see here. My information comes from one of the FAQs on GameFAQs, which I'll list in the video description. I did not figure this stuff on my own, but I'm going to go into this in a lot more detail than I did during the LP. So let's see. So the way it works, you see on the right there, they got his mood gauge there, or color gauge, or whatever. Just like your party members, he has a hidden mood stat that ranges from 0 to 255, which starts at 0 for him, although it did increase when I invited him to the town. So he asks you 2 questions, one about your AP requirements, and if you don't fulfill that condition, it drops his mood stat by 96 to a minimum of 0. So yeah, that does not work there. So now, what I'm going to do is, let's see, I need to get my HP and AP as low as possible. Fortunately, we got these crappies that if you use them, boom, they set your HP to 1 there. You lose your shaman fusions, but that's okay. So what I want to do here with Aspara is fast forward as I'm healing up my party and using up as much AP as possible. Normally, if you're looking for like the best of the best spells, I would try to get someone's, their AP down to 0. But in this case, because I want to show off in more detail how exactly this works, I want to just get her AP down to 1 there, not 0. Okay, I didn't need to fast forward there. I thought this would take a lot longer. Okay, so to demonstrate what I want to do, get your HP and AP down to 1 there. Okay, so now what happens here is he wants someone who has as few action points as possible. Now, if your AP is equal to 0, it will increase his mood stat by 32. So, but I only have it equal to 1, So if that is the case, then it only increases his mood stat by 16 instead. Oddly enough, though, well, for the second question here, it's based on your HP. But yeah, oddly enough, if your HP is equal to 0, it'll increase his mood by 16, but, well, he can't teach you a spell because you're dead! So, yeah, that doesn't work. So you need your HP to be equal to 1, so that way he can still teach you a spell. Kind of odd how they do that, but okay. So if your HP is equal to 1, his mood stat increases by 32. Now, what you could do is you could just say never mind or stop answering questions, then start the process all over again to continuously increase his mood stat so that he can, well, teach you other spells. But in this case, okay, so I've got his mood stat up to 48, so if I recall correctly, yes, he will teach you the Jolt spell. The way it works is whatever spell he will teach you depends on what his mood stat is. If it's less than 64, he will teach you Jolt or Thunder in the official translation there. And I still got my HP and AP down at 1, so yeah, let's try this one again. So we increase it by 16, and then increase it by 32. There you go. And now, since his mood stat is between 64 and 127, yes, he will teach you the Ice Blast spell, or Freeze in the official translation. Now, if you want to teach the same spell to multiple party members, you can do that, no problem. There's no reason why you can't do that. I'm just going through all the spells just because I'm demonstrating what all the tenants can do and all that sort of thing. But yeah, Ice Blast, it's a decent spell to teach, especially if you're playing through the game at very low levels, which I'm not, but if I were, that would be a good spell to teach others. But in this case, once you get his mood stat between 128 and 191, he will teach you Fire Blast, or the Flame spell, which in my opinion is probably the most useful one that you can learn, even more useful than the best one, the next spell that we could get out of it. But yeah, that's because a lot of enemies in the game are weak to fire, and they also have a tendency to be the more annoying enemies to deal with. And let's see, the last spell, he'll only teach it to you if his mood stat is greater than or equal to 192. So you don't actually have to get it up to 255, where, well, I don't know what the threshold is for that, but like you'd see the dragon tier there, like flashing different colors, and that's the maximum. But yeah, if you have his mood stat high enough, 122 or 192 or more, he can teach you Shirako or Missile, which is the most powerful of the 4 spells that he could teach you. But what was it? Oh yeah, it's Wind Elemental, so there's some enemies that are weak to it, but it also costs a lot. So that can be a problem. Not to mention with Missile, the mood stat of the character has to be sufficiently high enough in order for you to even cast the spell. It'll be in your list there, but even if you have the amount of AP you need to cast it, the game won't let you do that. The way you increase that is by fighting random battles. If you wanted to, you could just go by New Haven or anywhere that has sufficiently weak monsters around the area and just beat up on them over and over and over again until you get your mood stat high enough and you can actually cast the spell. Although, pretty much, if you do that, or if you get the spell this early in the game, you really don't need it right now. The enemies are not that powerful yet. So you might as well just do like I did during the LP and, just learn the spell as you go, or get your mood stat up from fighting a ton of random battles like that, or whatever you want to do. So, alright, well, that's how Burrows works there. Wow, I could have practically done a whole episode on just that one guy. But I still want to show off all the remaining tenants in houses 4 through 6, which they only have 4 potential tenants in each of them. Unlike the first 3, which have 5 each of them. So, alright, well now I'm gonna back up here, and yeah, I don't want Burrows and all those other guys to be in the houses there, and I'll be right back as soon as I can get more tenants into those houses there. Okay, we're back. I've made my way quite a bit further into the game. I've already gotten the Great Bird and everything, so I have access to almost all of the tenants, or most of them. At least enough of them that I can show off all the rest of them. Let's put it that way. First things first, let's head on over to Farmtown to find one of the tenants. Let's see, this guy, where is he? I think he's at the inn. Yes, okay. Wonder where he came from anyway. Goonks, by the looks of him? Do you have a water rune with you? No, that's another game of yours. Oh, what's the worst that could possibly happen here? I mean, it's already happened. But thanks. So he'll give us a benefit for our offense stat there. And I'll go over that when we get back. But for now, let's see. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Let's head on over to Melodia. We've actually got quite a few tenants we can get here, but, well, only so many at a time. So let's see, this guy is at the treasure room here. You know what, let's put Sten in front of the party here. You might have noticed that there was someone around here who looked like he was from Highland. And you would be right. Hey, how's it going? Oh, yeah, I suppose we do. Sure, that's your job. Stick it to the man. Some people were saying, Ichi Bailey, there's a little scene you can get with that guy with Sten, and I don't know if that's true or not, but from what limited testing I did, I haven't seen anything. As far as I can tell, it's just a rumor that isn't true, or at least I don't know the specifics of it, but okay. Let's see, we want to go to Fort Najur. And we need to get to the jail cells where Tepeda was being held back all that time. And by the way, about the, the cat tenant, whatever the cat's name was, I've heard that you can actually recruit it a lot earlier in the game. As long as you got Cat in your party, you won't understand what it's saying, but you can see the option for... Is this the right way? Yeah, okay. You can see the option for yes or no. It won't say that, it'll say something else. But then you'll get the cat in your village anyway. Oh! Nuts. But, yeah, sure. We'll pay your bail. Hey, alright. We could use a little sprucing up there. But yeah, from what I've heard, if you recruit the cat early enough in the game, as you progress through the game, more and more cats start showing up there for whatever reason. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So not a whole lot to it, but at least from what I've heard, but well, there it is. So something that I didn't know. I would have done a whole lot more planning on this if I had thought about it at the time when I was doing my test runs, but I didn't. Yeah, they're mostly there for a little bit of novelty. I could have done like 7 episodes, like for a whole week of stuff on how of every single little nitpicking things that are different. Actually, let's make it daytime. But yeah, I didn't really think anything of it at the time when I was doing my test runs. I was mostly focusing on equipment setups and the gameplay and all that stuff. So yeah, with Salvador here, we get a little statue there. You know what? Let's put someone else up front. And get to the back there. Let's see. I also want to check out my offense stat for the... Who was it? One of the tenants that we got here. Hey, how's it going? Okay, before talking to that guy, make sure whoever's in lead of your party is not someone you care about. Because when you talk to the guy... Oh, nuts. But thou must! Oh. Okay. How long is that going to be? I don't know. But we do need to get other people into our party now, I guess. And so I guess what the guy's doing is he's just creating a sculpture of Nina. Or something. And from what I've heard, it takes however much gameplay time to pass before he finishes, and then you get like another statue or something or other like that. But as far as I know, the statues don't really have anything special about them. But if that's not true, well, I'm sure one of you guys will comment about it in the video description. So if you're curious, well, maybe check that out too. So, do you do anything? Spoiler alert, no! He just is guarding the place, I guess. Yeah, that seems kind of pointless, but okay. Yeah, even with Sten in the lead of the party, nothing happens there, so... Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, let's take a look. We got... Oh, well, our attack stat. Let's see. Okay, so 175, 154. I'll just take a look at those. Hey, how's it going? You got some new equipment to sell for us? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh. Huh, that's weird. What about Rand? Oh, okay. Oh, he probably already did it now. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it has a little attack power boost there. But I think it only lasts, what? I'm looking it up here. Oh, I guess it stays around for a while, huh? I was thinking it was only going to stick around for like one battle or something, but... Well, no, it doesn't. It sticks around for a little while, so... Okay, well, that's it with those 3 tenants. Let me reload my save, and we'll go get some other tenants, then. Okay, we're back. Let's see, for this one, I've actually seen the guy a couple times. But now we're actually going to recruit him. He's back at Gunts there. And some people think that this guy is actually better than Burrows with the spells that he teaches you. And yeah, there's certainly an argument to be made for that. I personally think Burrows has better long-term value, but if you recruit Kalashnikov as early as possible, he has some pretty good weapons at the time when you can recruit him. sounds like a plan. Couldn't I just buy your weapons here, though? Well, whatever works. So, alright, we got him. Let's see, I think we need to go back to Melodia again. Yeah, let's see, there's a guy at the inn over there. Let's check that out. Let's see, there we are. Yeah, the only reason I've got Nina in my party right now... excuse me. The only reason I've got her in my party is in the event that I need the Great Bird to travel somewhere more quickly. Hey, how's it going? Merton? I would think Mervyn would make a more realistic sounding name, but okay. But yeah, sure, why not? Hey, alright. I wonder what that guy's talking about, though. Okay, let's see. I think there's another guy here. I forget exactly where he is. I know he's in one of these houses. Ah, there he is. Okay, at least I think that's the man. Hey, how's it going? Oh. Yeah, they kind of talk with music here, so... Yeah, we got our own little town going on, though. Well, alright, let's head on back and... yeah, see what these guys can do for us. Nothing extraordinary, but you'll see. But yeah, the one guy there has a little music box going on, so I guess it's kind of like a sound test sort of thing. We need more games with sound tests built into the game. Remember doing that with Hex's Force a lot. Yeah, PSP's got some good sound on there. Alright, let's head on back. Let's see, who do we talk to first? I think that's the guy I was just talking to there. It's kind of hard for me to tell which one's house number 4, 5, and 6. I think this is actually house number 6. Even though it's the first one we get to. Yeah, it is house number 6. Okay. Oh. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, really? Sure, why not? Yeah, we got a little battle theme. Oh no, not this music. Not again! No, get me out of here! Yeah, just like the... Holy cow, that encounter rate was insane. That is by far the worst encounter rate I have ever seen. Fortunately, the battles are at least challenging and engaging. Hey, how's it going? Who are you talking about? Ah, maybe he's talking about Death Evan or something. Oh, sure, why not? More party members? Ah, okay. Nuts. Well, I guess you're hosed. Huh. Why is my dragon radar indicating that this guy's evil? Well, I've got more money than I know what to do with. Well, actually, I don't, because I don't have the cook here. Nobody makes him bleed his own blood. Nobody! And whenever you leave and you come back, then you get this note, and as far as I know, that's it. He just ripped you off or something. Yeah, I don't know what's the point of that either, but, well, there you are. And now, this guy is actually remotely useful. Let's see, we got, well, if you didn't have the Othello game going, you could buy the Royal Dagger for STEM. That could be pretty nice. Get some better weapons there. And let's see, another Rapier for Tapeta there. Silver Armor's pretty good for the cost. You get good defense, and it's fairly light. Not ultra light, but, well, it's good for Ryu if you want to get his speed up and everything. So, Alright, that's everything we got with these guys. Let's do one more round on the final tenants in the game. Okay, we're back. So let's see. Let's go to Capitan once again. Let's see, there's a guy in the house next to the inn there that I would like to recruit. I'm gonna miss this LP. Not the encounter rate, just the game, after all. So many times I've gone through the game and everything like that. Oh. What do you mean? Oh. Sure, why not? Yeah, we could spruce up the place a little bit. Ah, okay. So goggles, they do nothing! No, we don't have goggles in this game. But alright, got that guy. Let's see, let's go to Windia. There's a guy way in the back there, and this is why I had to go as far into the game as I did. So that way we would have access to him. Otherwise, well, you can't get into the castle until the game says, hey, you gotta get the great bird and everything going on. So I guess they just got rid of the guards or laid them off or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot about that treasure there. Huh. Aw, poor Susie. So I mean, you go around back here, talk to this guy. I don't know why it says he's evil, but just say okay. Do best? What does that even mean? Well, we did recruit him. I think he's gone now, isn't he? Yeah, he's gone. So, well then. Oh. Yeah, well. Take what you can get. Oh. Yeah, or we could just, you know, open the gates of hell and make her sacrifice completely pointless. Yeah, I didn't know we got a little dialogue from them about that. But alright, let's see. Okay, one more guy to look for. Let's see, this guy is... Well, you know, we're already in the area. He's not at a town, but... Well, we got it... Or actually, I don't know if it's a he. I think it's a woman, I forget. Let's see. Okay, so we've got Tag Woods here. You go all the way up here, and, well, this house is not quite as empty as you might think it would be. Hey, how's it going? Let's see. Okay, I'm guessing you're female. Oh. Oh, good, good. Are you just gonna rip me off like a bunch of other guys have already? Oh, sure, why not? Yeah, that would be pretty convenient. Not as convenient as having crappies to learn spells. But yeah, sometimes going through the game, I'd have to go back and forth between Township and, well, some other town, usually New Haven, to change up my equipment and all that stuff. Actually, you know what? Let's make it daytime again. I keep on forgetting. How does it turn night so quickly? I don't know. Let's try that one again there. Oh, the houses are, like, bright blue. Huh. So, well, I guess that's what the one guy did. Looks like he changed the shrine there a little bit, too. I don't think it actually changes the inside of the houses, though, as I recall. But, well, let's find out. Hey, how's it going? What do you mean? Oh. I don't know if I should be encouraging your excitement, but Well, we've already got all this stuff, so... Well, there it is. Rather inconvenient, given I got the tree houses, but in the normal village, yeah, that could be pretty useful having that here. Maybe if I didn't go for Burrows, I might have used her. Oh, what's this? You know, actually, before talking to him, let me go talk to the other guy first, and then I'll go back and talk to him. Oh. Yeah, blue wood, it just doesn't work. So, yeah, you can't even see the color on the inside of the place. So let's give it a try. Better not be hot pink. Damn it! Actually, I like pink. Hey. Okay, so with this guy, let's fast forward, because... yeah, I don't know what's with this guy, but you gotta talk to him over and over and over again until you get something out of it, I guess. And I think you gotta talk to him like 50, 60 times or something ridiculous like that. Every time you talk to him, it increases his mood stat by 4. And you gotta get his mood stat sufficiently high in order to get a reward out of it. So, yeah, this takes a while, but, well, it might be useful if you're a fan of using Lynn in the late game. You'll see why soon. Hey, alright, finally! Took me a few minutes, real time. Oh, okay, sounds like a plan. But let's see, let's try that with Sten. Let's see, what do you got there? Okay, 38. Let's see what happens when we put it to use. And to my knowledge, this is the only way you can improve your maximum AP other than leveling up. At least as far as I know, there's no items that can do it or anything. You just gotta level up, and by the time Lynn can get the levels to use her spells, you wouldn't want to use her. So, or at least I wouldn't. But yeah, he improves your AP by a maximum of 16 there. So, yeah, and the only thing is because this guy's located at Windia, you can't recruit him until so far into the game that, yeah, Lynn's just way too fragile, even with the extra AP. Although being able to, I think she casts Inferno, if I recall correctly, as one of her spells. That could be useful, maybe. But I think Sten's a lot sturdier and gets the job done anyway. Well, alright, I think that's all of the tenants in Let's Play Breath of Fire 2! I hope you've enjoyed this LP. I'm probably gonna take a break from doing 2 LPs at once for a couple days, and then I'll get started on my next LP. This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day, and see you next Let's Play!